Hey, what's going on, everybody? Wanted to give you guys a quick overview of the Events API. So we'll go ahead and dive right in and kind of break down this diagram and some of the different models and how the flow sort of works. And so the three high-level models that you need to worry about are event topics, event subscriptions, and actions. Now, at a very high level, the way that this works is we have event topics that broadcast that some sort of event has happened. We have event subscriptions, which listen to these event topics. And when the event topic triggers an event subscription, it then is going to go and fire one of these four actions down here with a set of specific runtime data. So, for example, calling a specific third-party webhook, calling a specific Google Pub Sub, running a specific GraphQL query against the Truffle API, or running a specific action associated directly to one of these event topics. And so over here on the left, we have two different types of event topics. So we have the Truffle topics. So these are some of the built-in events that we're going to allow third-party developers to listen to, signifying that some sort of event has happened internal inside of Truffle. And then we also have package topics. So we have, I guess, the flexibility to allow package developers to define their own events that will be broadcast when one of the package collectibles, one of the event collectibles is redeemed. And so after the event topic is broadcast, we have these event subscriptions that are listening to the event topics. And then the event subscription is going to go and kick off one of these four actions, the webhook action, Google Pub Sub, GraphQL, or the workflow action, with a set of specific runtime data. So basically what that means is like these four scalar action types need a set of specific data to be run alongside the action when is actually executed. Um, so for example, for the webhook action, in the event subscription, we're going to have the third-party endpoint that we want to post the data to in the event subscription runtime data. Just kind of the overview of how event subscriptions work. The four action types, so webhooks, this is kind of your vanilla webhook. We're going to go and post some sort of event data to a third-party endpoint. Google Pub Sub, we have an action type where you can actually define your own Google Pub Sub topic, where we can then go and post our event data directly to your Google Pub Sub topic that you can use to go and fan out that event across your architecture. The GraphQL action is it's pretty neat. It's a way to basically run a specific GraphQL query against the Truffle API when the event subscription gets triggered, which is neat. So if you don't need to actually do any processing on a third-party service, you can actually just define a GraphQL action and run that action directly against the Truffle API without having to call a third-party service, which is neat. And then workflows are pretty sweet as well. So workflows are just a collection of actions, and these can be run either sequentially or parallel. So if you, whenever there's a event topic that gets broadcast, if you need to run a collection of actions when that event gets broadcast, you would go and you actually define a workflow action, which can consist of these three other action types, so the webhook, Google PubSub, or GraphQL. That's basically it. That's a high-level overview. If you have any questions, let us know in the Discord.